For some, the sights and sounds at a racetrack represent freedom.
For many of us, we had the opportunity to race prior to injuries. When I was injured, I thought that the opportunity for that was long gone. Along came this program, Accessible Racing, and they opened up the doors wide and said, hey, your options are not limited. You have complete access to the automotive world.
We took a car and modified it so people with disabilities would be able to break barriers and enjoy opportunities that we all take for granted.
Sometimes it's difficult for guys to transition back into a normal life. When they first come back, some of them come back with injuries like myself, some of them come back with post-traumatic stress. It's difficult to adjust.
A lot of vets come back and they stay at home. Not easy to get back out there in the world.
Trained for one thing in a career path we thought we could spend a lifetime working in, and then all of a sudden we have this abrupt change in our life. We sometimes need just one thing to shock the system. We get them out for the first time in the accessible race car, and they find that they're able to do these things and compete just as well as some of the able-bodied guys. For me, personally, I think it was a great opportunity to kind of break my understanding of what my boundaries were, because after this, I started to think broader and into larger capacities. Breaking down my own personal barriers and my inhibitions by a simple program like this.
Peter Ruprecht and his company DriveMaster modified the car with a push-pull hand control system, the same found in their street-legal vehicles.
We've had guys that are blind, legally blind, driving our race car. We've had people that are very, very high quadriplegics driving our race car, and we've got this adaptable system to them, and it's just an amazing event. Some of these guys, they come out with these massive smiles.
I've never felt anything like that.
It was pretty amazing.
Never expected to feel a car like that ever in my life.
Probably the coolest thing I've ever done.
Beyond the track, Accessible Racing is reaching out to veteran hospitals. Using the VXP hand-controlled driving simulator and iRacing, disabled vets will be able to compete in veteran leagues across the country.
They can rehab while they're having fun with sports and recreation. They can practice their driving skills and move up to where they can have the real driving experience.
Can also be used to train a newly disabled person in the use of hand controls to learn how to race, but actually so they can also just learn how to drive.
It's more than just driving a race car. You know, some people need to get the mobility just to go to the corner store to pick up a loaf of bread or pick the kids up from soccer practice.
The ultimate goal is to serve as many disabled veterans as possible.
Accessible Racing serves wounded warriors, disabled or not. For those with disabilities, it gives them some freedom back after they have given so much for ours.
I've been in the Army for 14 years. I did 3 tours in Iraq.
I deployed 3 times, twice to Afghanistan, once to Iraq.
I've been wounded 3 times.
A lot of time away from my family. I missed a lot of my kids.
My son's with the Air Force. He's paralyzed from the chest down from a line of duty accident that he had.
This program really, it means a lot that people do this for us.
A lot of us veterans need a lot of help, and with Wounded Warrior Project, they help us a lot.
They get people out of their shell into a new event, and that kind of gives them the motivation to pick up and move forward in life in other avenues.
It just adds to the level of pride, and it's good to see that people do still care.
It's easy to celebrate Veterans Day as a concept. It's more important to put names and faces to those who have served.
I'm Lieutenant Ian James Brown, United States Air Force retired.
My name is Michael Evans. I was a Staff Sergeant, United States Army.
My name's Mountain Robichaud, United States Army.
I'm James E. Brown, Navy veteran, Vietnam War.
My name is Jonathan Cerna, specialist.
We all love auto racing, and it's a big draw for a lot of guys, but this is a greater endeavor that we're getting guys rehabilitating and on the path of success in every facet of their life.
Programs like this in place for guys like me is really means a lot. It makes it all worth it.